guys, happy Sunday and welcome back. I hope you're ready to get cooking with me today. I'm going to be showing you my favorite stew recipe in my Instapot. So it works as a pressure cooker, so you can also do that in one of those. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the recipe. It's so nice. It's been freezing cold here in South Africa, and so it's such a nice hearty meal. Honestly, I throw in whatever vegetables I have left over or lying around that I just want to make use of. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. First thing to do is I've added my olive oil, and now I've added 1 red onion, and 1 garlic clove that I've cut up. I'm just going to fry that together for a bit. Once your onions are nice and soft, I'm adding about 1 kg worth of beef cut up. And then you add 5 mils of the nice and spicy pasta seasoning. And now you cook this until it's nice and brown all around before you start adding anything else. Now that my meat is nice and brown, I'm going to add a tin of tomatoes, I don't have any beef stock, so I'm just going to add 1 cup of old brown sherry. You can also add a cup of red wine. One teaspoon of sugar and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Make sure to get it all nicely mixed before we set. Now that everything is mixed together, I'll put my lid on. There you go. And I'm going to be setting my Instachef to stew. I'm going to put my texture as medium or standard. So now while it's pressurizing, and then once it is pressurized, it's only going to cook for about 25 minutes, and then I'll see you back here. So 25 minutes is up, so let's just depressurize quickly. Oof. If you don't have a pressure cooker or something, you can cook it the same way, but just on a stove, and you simmer it for an hour. This is obviously quicker, but you don't need an Instachef to do it. So, last thing to do is, it's about 1/3 of a cup of olives. I've already de-pipped all of them, which I'll add in. I have peeled and cut up potato and some butternut. If you have carrots, add your carrots, whatever, really. Pumpkin, whatever. And then I must add a whole cup of passata. Now, if you haven't watched my video on Friday, you would have missed out on how to make polenta balls. So I'll link it in the description below for you to go check it out. I'm adding my polenta balls just on top here. We're going to turn it back on to stew. And back onto standard. So, I'll see you back in 25 minutes to see what my stew looks like. So, my last hour of simmering, or like my Instachef does, 25 minutes, is done. So let's release the pressure. And there you go, my lovely stew. All my vegetables are nicely cooked through. My potato is so nice and tender. So I serve this on some nice rice. And I generally am able to serve 3 people a massive portion. And then I freeze the other half and I use it for maybe next week or when we really feel like some stew. So yeah, stew is a lovely way to, if any of your vegetables you think are like soon towards the end of their life and you have nothing else to do with them, make stew, freeze it if you're not going to eat it that night. But I mean, it's great. So I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. It's a lovely home hearty stew. And yeah, stay tuned for next week.